Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Starfield, where in the last episode, things got weird. And by this game's definition, that's really bloody weird. Yeah, so we finally tracked down a couple of the Starborn, being the Emissary, who we originally met over the skies of Neon, and the Hunter, who of course attacked us at our home and was responsible for the death of Sam Coe. And we find out that the Hunter is this old religious guy you met whilst trying to track him down, and the Emissary is Sam Coe from another universe. Do you mind? I am trying to do my intro here. Anyway, the short version being, it turns out that the trek we're on, the gathering the artifacts, hunting for powers, and all this, that, the other, turns out all of this is ultimately going to lead to me being able to access another universe and start the whole process up again, over and over and over, round and round in circles. Presumably like a kind of New Game Plus. I'm assuming that's actually going to lead into a New Game Plus mode, so that should be really interesting when we get to that, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So obviously we've got to continue hunting for artifacts, but both the Emissary and the Hunter essentially said that I'm going to have to pick a side. I don't know if I'll have the option of not picking a side and just doing my own thing. I don't know if that will be on the table. But it definitely looks like I'm going to have to pick between these two. Because they both have ideas about how the artifacts should be treated. The Emissary believes that the artifacts should be cared for and looked after. And while people should be allowed into the Unity, as it's called, it should be selective. You know? Only the right kind of people should be allowed through. But who dictates the right kind of people? You know, like what are the lines for that? Like that's a dangerous road to go down. But they do also make the argument that you've got to keep these kind of powers out of the hands of very dangerous people, because very bad things could happen. And the other thing they also mentioned, of course, is all the other Starborn we've been running across are also various alternate universe versions of people who have come into this universe to continue the journey. And innocent people can get hurt whilst the Starborn are running around doing their thing, you know, looking for artifacts and whatnot. So the Emissary has some points, but then you've got the Hunter, who is essentially saying that the journey itself and those who survive it is enough of a marker, if you will, for who is and is not worthy. That the people who are worthy will be determined by the journey itself, you know? That if you cannot make it, if you cannot survive, you're not worthy, and that's what it should be. And I think it's this thing of like, should something like this be controlled, or should something like this be a free-for-all? I mean, of the two, I guess I kind of lean a little more towards the Hunter side of things, but as I said, I'm very curious if we're going to be allowed to pick a third side, you know, make my own decisions, basically, rather than teaming up with one of them. I don't know, I haven't the faintest idea, but we're not going to focus on that right now, because the Emissary gave us a quest. Short version short, Moon's Haunted. And yeah, we've got to go to the moon, and apparently something happened. And I'm wondering if this has something to do with why Earth is uninhabitable. It wouldn't surprise me at this point. Like, it really wouldn't. If we're being told to go to the moon, then it's got to be something like that, right? I don't know. Alright. So I don't know what to expect from this. Other than, you know, we're going to discover that something happened to Earth because of some experiment with an artifact or something like that. I am hopeful that everything will work alright. Starfield had a small update last night and it kind of broke the mods I used to keep everything safe. Or keep everything, you know, the audio problems, dealing with all those stuff. Okay, yep, that's low gravity. That's a lot of iron. Why are you telling me to get back into the ship? Oh, did I? I must have missed it. How did I misclick it? It's a giant diamond shape. Oh, never mind. How? How do you do that? Here we go. Why is my ship so far away? Ooh, hello, what's this? Oink. Doesn't seem to be a lot here. Well, let's see what we got. Oh, no, wait, Moonbase key. I was like, wait, is it locked? No, it wasn't locked. Well, it was locked, but I had the key. I forgot I had the key. The emissary gave it to me. That's the computer they want me to look at. I'll do that in a bit. Let's have a mooch around first. Do we a huge amount else? Oh, I'll take a digipick. Ooh, and a safe. Advance. Alright, what we got? Gotcha. So what's this? Simpler times, Omega the last days. That reminds me, I should probably read more of those just random books. Uh-huh. Entire size book, life back in the early colonies could be described as simple as times, they're full of it. Yeah, it's very easy to romanticize that stuff. This is a big place. Okay, let's look at the bloody computer. So was it Nova Galactic something or other? Voltaire. Wanted to remind the research team that Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that's currently being contracted exclusively for the use in Project Prism. It is not meant for your own personal projects. Yes, it's amusing to see just how many decimal points of pi it can calculate, how many bits of encryption it can brute force, or whether you can simulate table tennis with a perfect aerodynamic simulation. But there will be a time for that later. For now, I need everyone concentrating on hitting our deadline. We're developing exciting new aerospace technology with our partner and client. That should be more than enough to keep everyone from being bored. Okay. Ooh. Project Prism launch. We're happy to announce, play the recording on the roof, that the first test launch of Project Prism will be held today. I would like everyone to suit up and join us on the roof at 1900 EDT. Remember to please sync all your watches to Eastern Daylight Time. Our partner will also be on radio for the launch. Oh dear. Project Prism. What did you do? Ooh, restricted equipment key. What did you do? Bathroom. I am genuinely surprised at how much food just lasts. Considering this place has probably been abandoned for decades. Is that a bunk? What is with this sheet thing? It's extremely random. Moon-based slate 4.
Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know? Oh, hey there, I'm a scientist, deadly employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you.
Okay. Oh, collect all the slates. Were there any more? Okay, that means find all the slates too, and it doesn't look like they're being labeled. Aha! Alright, so they'll just be knocking around on shelves and stuff, probably. Oh, that's a notebook. Okay, so there should be some slates somewhere. Oh, no, hang on, they are being marked. Slate 5.
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that?
I mean, it's your job. You kind of signed up for it. Presumably, at least. Yeah, it's weird. That one suddenly seemed to have a marker on it. Maybe the markers appear when you get like close or something. Oh, no, there's one.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Langshu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
Yeah, so it looks like they do sort of pop up with a little marker when you get close. That's fair, I guess. But you still got to get close. Which I suppose is a decent sort of way to do it. It's like, oh, well, you want people to find them, but at the same time you don't want them looking around forever. So I suppose that works.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
I will say... Also, this is something that keeps popping into my brain, and I keep thinking to say it. Anybody else think these cred sticks look like bottle openers? Is it just me? They look like bottle openers, right? Okay. Oh, and apparently there was one here.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Langshu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for a supercomputer. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
So is Project Voltaire the one who created the jump drives that we use? Perhaps. Well, we found 5, and 5 is the last one I've got on the list, so there might be a 6th one, but... that was the wrong button. What are you? Ground crew spacesuit. Pass. Oh, and there's 6.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological studies said it helped when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap, and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers. She, just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral. Goodbye, babushka. Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
Oh, and there's the optional one done. Yeah, it sounds like kind of a recipe for disaster. These people were maybe not the best. I mean, she seems at least dedicated to her work, but she's distracted, and the other guy is just here to goof around. A little wonder that something probably went wrong. I mean, I don't know if it did. I am assuming right now, of course, but I think it's a fair assumption.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the same voice actors they used in Skyrim. He sounded familiar. Go to NASA? Wait. Go to NASA? You want me to go to... Oh, on Earth. Oh, wow. So the main story actually sends you to Earth. Oh, that's quite... I mean... on the one hand, I'm like, that's really cool. On the other hand, I'm like, I don't know. Might have been fun if Earth was just a forgotten memory, you know? So that was them creating the jump drive that we used to get around. That was them literally sending a test rocket to Earth, or test ship to Earth, from the moon to Jupiter. And it seemed as though this was like the first real test. And what is that? I'm kind of curious because we're on the moon. I wonder if you can find... You probably can't, but I wonder if you can find the old... landing spot. Like if you know roughly where it is. You could probably look it up. I'm sure there's like a map of the moon that will say, yep, this is where they landed, because, I mean, surely we know that. This would feel really bizarre to actually, like, do. Wouldn't it? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Deserted Ecliptic Garrison. Hello. It doesn't look deserted to me. Nothing. Nice. So yeah, apparently not that abandoned, although maybe it's just like largely abandoned. Who knows? I don't know, it's just sort of weird that it's here. Nothing much there. About a construction crew. There's also one more person kicking around. I know I saw them. Hello! Oh, that was an explosion. Whee! I was wondering if I could do that. Okay, where are we looking? Oh well. Always fun. Right. I don't know why I bothered doing that. Dracula, very nice. I don't know, it seemed like something to do. Woohoo! Yeah, it wasn't really too much else to look at, really, was it? What is that? Structure? Okay, anyway. I think that's enough exploring the moon. Apparently we now gotta go down to Earth, I assume. To London. Wait, did we land in London before? There was that really weird... Oh no, there it is. Yeah, that was London. Oh yeah, look, you can kind of see it. So like, that's roughly where I live. Okay, so yeah. See, here's the thing. I don't see how all the oceans would boil away. Doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know. forgot how dark the Earth can get. I was thinking, oh yeah, what's the gravity? Oh wait, that's a stupid fucking question. You don't really need to ask what is the gravity of Earth. That's really not something you need to ask. I might actually go for a bit of a wander this time, though. One thing I do want to do real quick. However, take me back to the ship. I want it to be daytime. Because the Earth's magnetic sphere dying, you know, if that is indeed what happened, is it would strip an atmosphere, theoretically. I mean, what would actually happen is that the planet would become bombarded by solar radiation, which would render the surface uninhabitable. Now, technically speaking, you could survive underground. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how far solar radiation can penetrate underground. I know it can't go all the way through, but I know it can penetrate a certain distance. I'm not 100% up to date on that kind of stuff. Anyway, Mercury, huh? Yeah. Anyway, I just want to see what this is. I don't think it would strip away the atmosphere, though. Or maybe it would strip away the atmosphere. I can't remember if having a magnetic field stops the atmosphere from going away. I genuinely don't remember that. I think maybe it does, actually. So it might strip the atmosphere, which would of course in turn do even more damage to life on the planet. Although I don't know why that would necessarily strip away all the buildings. Unless of course they were all cannibalized for the journey. Storm Crater. So, we just really need to find some, what is it we're looking for again? Mercury, which is apparently a bit on the rare side. So what have we got into like the local environment? What a natural over there. Might be worth a look at. I wouldn't mind having Earth 100% scanned. Just... not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Apparently that was corrosive. I mean, if this is NASA Cape Canaveral, then this is Florida. Essentially. Something around here. Just looking for one piece of mercury. Aha! Found it. Earth survey data added. Well, I mean, that is definitely a rocket. So I guess the question is, what now? Power cells. Oh. Okay, well not that then. I'll take the other power cell because you never know if I'm going to need it climbing up. This is weird. This is really weird. Because I don't know where this is going. First I thought it was going to be like, oh, well, you know, someone was doing an experiment and it went wrong and that's what doomed the Earth. I mean, it might still go in that direction for all I know, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's gonna anymore. Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but oh well, I'm here now. What is a skip capacity boost pack? Hang on. Let me... I don't know what a normal boost pack does. What does a skip capacity boost pack do? I don't get it. Seems the same as a normal one. I did put it on, right? Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what that means. Okay, well, we're looking for something. We just gotta go up. Well, tits. Have to be some stairs somewhere. There'd have to be a way that you'd be able to get up without a boost pack, because there's no guarantee you would have a boost pack. So they'd have to put in a normal route. This is really weird. I know I keep saying that, but it is. Ooh, snow globe. Yoink. That's 2 snow globes I found. I wonder how many there are. I can only imagine just how much shit I probably missed because I just don't know it's there. Ooh, snow globe. Wow, how many snow globes are there? I don't even know if the snow globes should be collected. They're just sort of here. Enter NASA. What? So are we going up or are we going down? find information about NASA. Right, so this is clearly underground. Okay. Funny how you had to climb up a bunch of scaffolding in order to get into NASA, but okay. Yes, I know, thanks. Just to prove to you that I know how to turn on a bloody flashlight. Launch procedures. Remember, the final vitals and suit seal checks are essential. Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerances. Yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be, but these people's lives are still in our hands. And then there's rumors that the next launch is slated to be cancelled. Let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little bit safer. We can use every ounce we can get. Okay, damaged.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handrails, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man who was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Interesting. So they went to Mars and they presumably found an artifact. I mean, that's not a big surprise. Okay, hang on. Before we go through that way, nope. Guess we're going down. Alright. Oh. God damn it, I want that. Maybe there's a button I can press somewhere else to open it up. Whoa! Alright. This almost feels like Horizon Zero Dawn, doesn't it? Like I'm scoping around. Well, I suppose I kind of am scoping around through the ruins of the past, but I mean, it really has that vibe to it. There's gotta be a way to open that up. Nope. Won't let me get the snow globe. In 2150, scientists first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomena will cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity. Okay, dooming all life that remained. An estimated 50 years until the end is given NASA and the other space agencies around the world the opportunity to migrate humanity away from certain death and into the stars. Thanks in part to the development of the grav drive, humanity will live on. Or part of humanity, at least. I'm willing to bet you couldn't get everyone off, could you? Okay, then. Ow. From 1971 to 1972, the lunar rover was used for the last Apollo missions and can carry 2 astronauts. The chevron tread pattern on the wheels were made from titanium to help maintain traction on the moon's surface. The rover was also fully electric and ran on batteries whose power was intended to last for the duration of the mission. That is probably correct. Adapted from a design originally intended for high-altitude aircraft, the Mercury spacesuit would undergo several modifications to do with pressure, oxygen, and thermal considerations. Even though the cabin of the Mercury spacecraft itself protected against the rigors of space travel, redundancy had always been key. In the event that the cabin were to depressurize and expose astronauts to the vacuum of space, the Mercury spacesuits would be able to offer a critical layer of defense. Okay. From 1958 to 1963, one of humanity's first space program flights, the Mercury spacecraft was designed to fit a single person who would be sent to test a person's ability to function in space. 6 flights in total were launched, the earliest being a 15-minute suborbital flight, the last being over 34 hours and 22 complete orbits. From 68 to 72, Project Apollo was the first successful program to put humanity on Earth's moon. The first moon landing that occurred on July 20th, 1969 was actually Apollo's 11th flight, with all previous launches testing all the modules, orbits, and other critical data needed to ensure the astronauts could reach the moon and return safely. Oh, do we get this? It's like a thing. Oh, that's the wrong button. We do. That's awesome. I mean, it's shit, but it's awesome. It's pocketed. Actually, look at that. 25 straight across the board For thermal, airborne, corrosive, radiation. What does it compare? I mean, it's kind of low in terms of physical energy and EM, although I might be able to hook that up with some stuff. Worth taking. Again, look at this. It's all flat across the board. Some are better, some are worse. But generally speaking, it gives you pretty good stats. Well, it's worth taking for the sake of just, well, taking it, because it's a rarity. I think I just picked up a second one. Hang on. Yes, with a Mercury spacesuit there. 2 of these Mercury packs. I can always sell one. 2 of the Mercury helmets. Again, I can sell one. From 65 to 66, in many ways, Project Gemini was a learning mission. While NASA's ultimate goal was to put a human being on the moon, many questions had to be answered before that Project Apollo could even begin. Gemini was tasked with answering how a person could survive in space over many days, how to connect spacecraft together, and how to improve spacesuit technology to operate outside a spacecraft. The Mars Exploration Rover program launched in 2003 and allowed for remote exploration and study of Mars. Two twin rovers were nicknamed, called Spirit and Opportunity, while Spirit ceased communication in 2010. The Opportunity rover continued operations well into 2018, exceeding its initial planned time by over 14 years. Correct. And it was a very sad day when it finally went, because boy bloody howdy did that rover go. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, 14 years past its operational lifespan. That is insane. It got to the point where people were like, genuinely wondering if it was even ever going to stop. Wait. Okay, you know what? I'm taking that just for funsies. It's just a normal, regular pistol. That's great. Okay, we just hit 4 o'clock. So we will continue our tour and I'll wander around. I did notice that there was a thing where it's like, hey, go find the Opportunity rover on Mars. That would be fun. I might do that as well once I'm done with all this. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright. Hang on. Get off the rock. What else we got? From the Apollo 11 mission, the lunar module Eagle was the first crewed spacecraft to touch down on Earth's moon. Eagle's counterpart was the command module Columbia, which the lunar module needed to both separate from and eventually reattach to. Columbia would take astronauts to and from the moon, while Eagle would bring them to and from the surface. Correct, which is why you have that classic line being the Eagle has landed, because that's literally what it was called. Did we get to read about this? Because that looks like the ISS. Maybe. Ooh. NASA partners with Nova Galactic, the creators of the Voltaire supercomputer, on an ambitious aerospace project to pull gravity itself. The result is the first spacecraft capable of faster-than-light travel. A successful voyage saw astronauts reaching Jupiter in moments, what would have taken years. Correct. You gotta have some faster-than-light travel in a sci-fi game. Even if it's unrealistic, sometimes there has to be allowances. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of the Voltaire supercomputer, on an ambitious aerospace project. Oh wait, I read that one. Why does it have 2 of the same? I don't know. That's a partner with... Oh, wait, really? While long-term missions in space began in the late 1990s with programs such as the International Space Station, humanity began living on other planets almost 100 years later. Small outposts of 5 or fewer scientific research teams eventually gave way to entire colony efforts on Mars and other orbiting bodies of our solar system. But yet, they never bothered to actually terraform it, did they? No, okay. I didn't think so, but I did wonder if there might be something in there. Well, I mean, there was. It was the, it was a digipick, at least. It's something, I guess. So I wonder if the implication of this being underground is that everything is underground. Like, the reason why there doesn't seem to be any real, like, structures left is they're all buried. Which, I still don't get how the hell that's supposed to work. Well, I think I read all of them. The only one that didn't seem to have one was the model of the ISS, so... is what it is. Ow! That might be the way out. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, just left in a bathroom, was it? Random.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Ooh, I wonder, is Victor a Starborn? Like, is that the point? Is this like a time loop? Are we essentially in like a form of a time loop here? But it's not like an actual time loop. It's more like universes are going down the same path because people from outside the universes are coming in and making sure that happens. Almost like a causality loop, but not quite. More stuff. Okay. So yeah, Victor shows up, makes a bunch of equations that ultimately lead them to the grab drive, just in the nick of time to be able to save humanity from a dying Earth. I wonder if it did die in his reality, like, or something like that could have happened. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, you know, it'd be a neat twist. Okay. Didn't even realize, but sure, we can do this. It's gotta be that one. Okay. Let's see, we do have you, which would do you, wouldn't it? And then we'd have you. Okay, so you two do the inner one. What do we need for the outer? You and you? Lovely. Okay, so that takes you through there, then. So this is just a dead end. Yep. Apparently it was. Doesn't surprise me really, but just wanted to double check. Okay, what we got? Bingo. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was paying attention to the fact I'm technically over encumbered now, but don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't think I'm going to be running into any enemies around here. Ah. Still wondering. Blimey, this is a long route. Not that way. Alright. Okay. Right, so remember what I said about not having to fight anything? I was very wrong.
I am taking damage.
That's level 56. Why? Why is there a level 56? Hang on. Why is he so high level? Okay, well that apparently decided not to. So there it goes.
All systems.
Why is he level 56? What the fuck? Either I'm massively under-leveled, or he's massively over-leveled. I mean, these level 6 turrets for crying out loud. So we're currently just following the breadcrumb trail, trying to work out what the hell happened here. Okay. Interesting, okay. Do I need that? Not really. Okay, what else have we got? This is a long dungeon. Like, this is a very long dungeon. I mean, I'm getting a lot of stuff out of it. Although some of this might be annoying to have to cart around when we're done. Okay, well, I guess we're looking for that, but... I don't know. Funny that I said, oh, we probably won't be fighting in here, and then... Hello, have some very strong fucking robots. Okay, what we got? Checking all badges before allowing access. Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get. These are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices or written material clip with notes to be checked on exit from the lab. Confiscate anything with confidential information on it. Okay, it's damaged.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Yeah, that is definitely a similar voice actor from Skyrim. I don't know if they've done other things. I think it's the guy who runs Bellathor's shop in Whiterun. It sounds like him. It sounds like Bellathor.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
So grav drives might have side effects? That'll work. So you and you are layer 1. What have we got on layer 2? No, that doesn't quite work. Is that one, that one? That'll work. Nope, that's not going to do it. Oh, that one would. So you and you are level 3. So you're 2, you're 1, you're 3. Hang on, let's not do that. So that leaves us these 5 to do you. I need to find a 2 that'll fit, but there are no more 2s. Maybe it's not that one then. Maybe it's you. And then you. Alright, so we got 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Woo! Boy, didn't those take a lot of time to go through. And advanced. That's at least easier. Alright, so you're 1. And you're 2. Ooh. Okay, that was the thing. Wait, why is the gravity suddenly gone out? That's weird. Haha. That's really weird, actually. You know, if we pick up... No. These things I can pick up. I want to test the theory. Oh, for goodness sake, come on, there's gotta be something I can just pick up. Only randomly dropped objects don't count. Here we go. Yep. When you're in low gravity, even things that aren't supposed to be in low gravity are. That's fucking wild. That's... Whoa. Okay, yep, I mean that's one way to do it, certainly. Okay, what's with the pockets of low gravity around here? Ooh. Well, that can't be good. Someone had an accident, it would seem. So I'm just trying to put all the pieces of this together, because suddenly going into 0G makes things a bit trickier to navigate. Still, at least I don't have to worry about being over-encumbered, because there is no such thing as over-encumbered when you've got zero gravity. Encumbrance is a social construct. All right. Okay, so one, those are both 2. You're nothing. You're inner only, that's good, combined with a 1. So you're both 1, so you're both 2, you're both 3, you're nothing. Leaves you, and you. Nope, hang on. Whoop, careful. Yeah, I've definitely gone over capacity just a little bit. Okay, so what is causing this? I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's making that noise. I can't say I'm surprised. Alright, we need to shut this experiment down, which means finding out how to get into the experiment area. Oh, come on. We got pockets of localized zero gravity. Oh. Well, I won't say no to a NASA lab uniform, I guess. Please be careful whenever running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty sockets and remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminder that the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under strict clearance. Exercise all caution with all research materials and ensure information does not leave the lab. So, they went to Mars. They found an artifact there, which makes complete sense. They brought it back, and studying it, they worked out how to create the grav drives that are now used to propel humanity out into the stars. Yeah, seems about right. But why did everybody here die?
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
As requested, the astrophysics research team has done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to periods of frequent and large gravitational wave spikes emanating from the moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by the Earth's inner core, and may be affecting the core itself given the proximity to the source. Data indicates the change rate is increasing exponentially. As our magnetic sphere falters, its ability to protect it from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering, or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before to Mars, true, a planet studied since the earliest days of space to see the Earth's possible future. We are afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations and polarity changes to the Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming. We want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash onto the shore, the Earth, with devastating consequences.
Data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth. And you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
I'm definitely of the opinion that Victor might be a Starborn. Someone who has been through the badness, perhaps. Maybe he's like from a much, much, much future version where something really bad did happen to Earth. Or, I mean, he specifically says, you haven't seen the future I've seen, which implies he has actually seen it. So, Victor might be a Starborn. I think that's very likely.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Okay, so he himself was not Starborn, but he met a Starborn version of himself by the sounds of it. I mean, that makes sense, I suppose. Interesting. Okay. Woo, hello. But, oh, okay, and we're down. Well, back to boring walking again, I suppose. Ah, walking. It's so slow. Boop, boop. Well, what have we got? Alright, so you are level 2. Beep boop. Puppy neck. I'm gonna run out of Digipix again at this rate. Not quite. Wow, this is an odd one. Ooh, hey, Digipix. 3 of the bastards. Love it. Well, guess we gotta go in there somehow. My guess is this guy was going down the stairs when someone either activated, in fact probably activated the machine. He sort of went up, hit his head, died. Or he could have been floating and someone turned the machine off. Does it make you wonder, like, why?
Constellation, we've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Oh, goody. Oh, speaking of which, where the fuck did you come from? Where are you? No, really, where are you? These guys are tough. I feel like I need to strengthen the shotgun a bit. Hi. Keep forgetting where the exit is. Where the hell's the exit? Don't really want to be running right now, but I can't keep going around in bloody circles. Where the hell's the way out? There it is.
You are found. Eclipse them.
So I'm just waiting for my stamina to regenerate a bit. Hello.
The test continues.
Okay, where the hell are you? Did you drop down? Good enough. Alright, so now we gotta find a way out. Or, I don't know, based on that, it might be that we just gotta go out the way we came in. I'd be surprised, actually, if that's the case. Usually there is a Skyrim door. It just means I gotta find the damn thing. Alright, let's see what we got.
Send them back to the stars. Stars take you.
Holy crap, why are you so goddamn strong? Oh god, there's another one. Ow. Wait, duplicate? The fuck? Hi. Better. Good. We've been in this room? I don't think we've been in this room. Definitely not. Oh, hey, I know where I am. Sort of. Yeah, I do. I don't think we're finding the Skyrim exit, but I do think we're finding a bunch of shortcuts that weren't available to us on our way in. Actually, no, wait. We never came into this room. I remember seeing this room from a window, but didn't see this one normally. Huh. This looks like a Martian test room. Why are you so goddamn tough? What is wrong with this thing? Some of these guys are just really tanky. I don't know if that's my weapons are starting to fall behind, which it might be. I haven't really upgraded this one. Might need to find a... I don't know if weapons are leveled though. Hunting rifle, huh? So tanky. Oh, hello. Alright, what we got? Anything else? Hello? Knocky knock. Oh, hey, I know where I am now. This is the exit. Lovely. Yeah, so we kind of found a shortcut route back in. Quite like that, actually. Not quite the Skyrim exit thing, but something other entirely. Okay, well, apparently we need to go talk to the emissary again now. It's all very Deep Space Nine. Oh, and it's nighttime. How nice. Specifically wanted it to be during the day, but never mind. Well, it's 5 o'clock, so whatever the hell they have to say to me, we'll have to wait until we get back from a break. See you in a sec, guys. Alright, and we are back. Let's see what these two idiots have to say.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Yeah, I still don't quite understand what I found.
Every grav drive in the settled systems was built on technology that came from an artifact that was discovered on Mars. But these early drives shook the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, the atmosphere started to slowly sputter away into space. That is why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time and space, but not the wisdom to see where that would lead.
The settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifacts, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt.
So this is do the ends justify the means. And it makes you think, like, if the artifact hadn't been on Mars, then humanity would never have left Earth the way it did. And Earth's magnetic field wouldn't have failed the way it did. So it's like the two go hand in hand. If you have the settled systems, you have to lose Earth. It was one or the other, basically.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
Yeah, I do wonder if... Is this an option? Like, it's time someone other than a Starborn made a decision. Thing is, that only works once, because after I go through the thing at the end of the game, which I assume I will, I become a Starborn, so then that becomes kind of hypocrisy. I wonder what they say.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he is right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Oh boy. Am I choosing hard mode here? I kind of want to see what happens if you don't side with them, though, because it is the thing, like, of the two, I kind of agree with the Hunter more. But it's not that the Emissary doesn't have its points. I kind of wish it's not like I want to tell them to both go away. I want them to work together, but they probably never will. They've probably been doing this for a very, 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 very long time. Oh, this is decision-making time, isn't it? This is the point. This is the point of I've got to make a fucking decision, and I don't know what to fucking do. I mean, okay. Let's sit down and analyze this for a second. The Emissary wants to control discovery of the artifacts in case someone really dangerous ever happens to find them. Here's the thing. If there's an infinite number of universes out there, theoretically, that is already happened. Right? I mean, the Starborn themselves are already racing across the systems, desperately hunting artifacts, hunting me by extension, in order to, you know, do the thing their way. They're already doing that. In a way, the Emissary has already failed. The Hunter is basically saying that the strong will survive. You know, it's like survival of the fittest, basically. So in a way, it's kind of like natural selection versus unnatural selection. Kind of, I don't really want to say eugenics. It's kind of like that sort of idea, where it's like not left up to it's not specifically eugenics. What's the thing? It's like selective breeding almost. You know, in pets or like, you know, in like dogs and stuff like that, where you specifically breed certain dogs together to get the specific result you're looking for. His idea is selective breeding, whereas, you know, the Emissary's idea is selective breeding, whereas the Hunter is survival of the fittest. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, I'm going to play this game through again anyway, so it's not like it really matters in the long run. But I want to make the decision that I feel is right for this playthrough. And I'm leaning towards the Hunter. Like, he's an asshole, but still, he's got a point. Like, he kind of does. Really, at the same time, I'm kind of wanting to go solo, just because I want to see what happens. It is a thing of, like, I kind of agree with the Hunter more than the Emissary by about, it's kind of like 55 to 45, but I kind of really, really want to see what happens if you press the third option. I don't know, I'm very torn. Should I go solo? Just to see what happens, really. I'm tempted to do that. You know what, let's... I should have made a proper save. I didn't think. Hang on. Could I rewind the conversation to make an actual proper save? Hang on, let me load up the autosave, because I did make a quick save. I want to put a proper save down before I start this. I'll make the decision, but this is just for my own, so I can always go back and see what happens if needs be. Not necessarily in this playthrough, but in my own time. I can do that. I want to put down a proper save. So, yeah. Let me just do that. I didn't think we were going to be making a decision like this so soon.
Do you understand now what?
An easy trade.
Every grav, but these early drives, that is why Earth...
The settled systems will...
Don't you see? How many would have...
You see the hypocrisy.
In the wrong hand?
So I picked that one first time.
Don't be a fool. The Emissary and I may have our differences, but
For once,
It really, really, really wants you to force you to make a decision. But I am curious, like, what happens if I choose to go solo? Like, is that an automatic fail? Like, will they just blast me into oblivion for doing this? Possibly. Would be fun. What do you think? Should we do solo? I'm thinking solo.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait.
Interesting.
The final round doesn't start until there's only one artifact left to gather. And if I'm not mistaken, Constellation has 1 or 2 to go.
Whoa. They left pretty damn quick, didn't they? Well, I guess I made a choice. I didn't want to side with either of those arrogant pricks. Right. We got a skill point. I'm kind of... Shotguns grant small chance to stun additional targets with shotguns for a limited time. So yeah, you kill someone with a shotgun, then you can go from there. More health wouldn't be terrible. We don't need anything more in that. I'm almost tempted to pump shield systems up because I get the feeling I'm going to be fighting these two in a spaceship. Could be, maybe, maybe not. Let's rank this up, why not? Now we can start moving on to further levels of that as well. Hey, we've hit level 40, how about that? I think they're a bunch of hypocritical, arrogant pricks myself, but hey ho, what you gonna do? Right. I very quickly, before we go to complete final glimpses, right? Yeah, I want to do this. Oh, really? Of course I can't. Yeah, I need to find more of these artifact temples. I need to speak to Vlad a little more, I think. I like how you literally get a little bubble. No, it's weird. I could have sworn you could fast travel when you were... Or at least... I wonder, hang on a second. Oh, so you can go there. I'll empty my inventory. I think that'll just be bloody easy to do. Maybe I'll swing in and say hi to Vlad as well in the eye while I'm here. Might be fun. Hey, there it is. Okay, drop you off. Why do I have you? Oh yeah, I picked you up because I wanted to see about the skip thing. Excellent. Oh, you're here? Ooh, that could be a problem.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together. To say goodbye. You know. To Sam.
Okay, yeah, I'll be there.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Yeah, technically I can go get another Sam if you like. If you prefer.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
Yeah. There's an infinite number of me out there. I feel sorry for all of them. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, mood, I suppose. It's the center of a multiverse. We're building the way to it.
Wait, say that again? Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean what I think you mean.
Let's take a step back. This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about multiple universes one more time for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
Okay, this is gonna be hard. Trust me, there are multiple universes. Unity is how we get there. It makes you a Starborn. You tell me, yeah, I met another version of Sam. Apparently in another universe, I died, Sam lived. He's the emissary now of Starborn. That's a good line to lead with.
And that's why the Starborn want the artifacts so desperately. They're the keys to unlocking the infinite.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation.
If you'll take the time to think about what this means.
You're right. This is a lot to take in.
Take some time to process, everyone. We finally have some answers. Now we need to figure out what to do with them.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
Sure thing. Might as well. I was going to have to do this eventually anyway.
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn.
Okay. Remember when deep space was our only problem?
Aye. The blackest sea seems less of a concern when there are sharks leaping out at you.
Yeah, I'll follow these up.
Catch a smile out there.
Okay, you need a ship to reach your destination. Grab jump range is influenced by the ship's grab drive. What is my grab jump distance? I don't actually know. I'll need to double check that.
Don't mind me. Tip your ear.
Got another one?
Lucky I noticed a pattern in one of those. Home's got a sanctity.
Alright, okay, so we got a bunch more little quests and mission. Hang on a sec. Tripping over my words there. So that's what I want to do first. Because that just seems like a fun thing to do. I don't know, I just like finding the opportunity. There's going to be something there. Like, they wouldn't point us there if there wasn't something there to look at, right? And it seems to be already marked, which is... Hang on, have I done this? I don't remember doing this. But maybe I did. Was this... Did I do this? I don't think I did. Ooh. Okay. Apparently I never found any chlorine. Okay, well I just wanted to do that. Wasn't expecting a snow globe though. Okay, that's fine. So quests. Power from Beyond. Yes, that's the one I want. Where are we going for that? Ooh, bottom corner. A place I've apparently already been to. I do wonder, because we can't get all the artifacts until we've dealt with both the emissary and the hunter, and that's going to be a scrap. But I think before we go and deal with those last two artifacts, we still have two quest lines to do. I did want to space them out a bit more, but I may have to do them back to back. But we can always do a quest line, go get those two artifacts and the powers they will inevitably lead to, and then we'll see where the ending goes. Because we're supposed to find this, like, what was it called? Like, buried temple? I don't know what that is. Presumably that's, the buried temple is where we go. Like, That's where we go to do what it is we need to do. It's a bit toasty. I get the feeling I'm about to get hurt badly. Okay, where are we at? Looking off in this direction, are we? Alright, I don't think we should spend a lot of time here. I mean, we'll have to deal with another Starborn, of course. Ow! And I got burned. Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna make it to that one. Nope. Woo! Give me that power, please. What we got, what we got, what we got, what we got? Why are it these cutscenes that cause the audio glitches? I don't get it. Hold that thought. What I got? Good. Okay, what the hell did I unlock? I briefly sort of saw it, but I think it was elemental pull. Elements, the true treasure of the planet and moon, are drawn to your being. What? I didn't do anything. Unless... Right, so you can harvest without harvesting. I wonder if that lets you do it from like vents and stuff. I'd have to test that next time I go to a planet. Okay, so we've got our latest power. I'm happy about that. So the question is, what are we going to do now? We are clearly going to 5 days. I should probably just go to this town and wait for that. Because traveling takes time. So if I just go there and just like wait for 5 days, would probably be the better idea than anything else. I'll swing into town actually and pick up some materials while I'm at it. So, because I went through a lot of ammo on that. I'm thinking we need to get started on the last 2 quest lines. Because if we are rapidly approaching the end of the game here, I need to do that. I need to do that definitely sooner rather than later. So, by extension, I need to... Well, first I need to swing into the medical place and get my burns healed and buy some stuff. I think I'm going to do Raijun Industries. Because, honestly, just seems like the best idea.
Citizens here in New Atlantis count on welcome tour. All right, what can I... Well, you certainly do need a... All right, Gil Clean. I can't say you won't. There you are, all right? Well, you've certainly come to the...
Wait, have you not got any, med packs in since? You haven't? Bloody hell, that's irritating.
Take care of yourself.
Well, I got rid of the burns and I used them to heal up as well while I was at it, so, you know. So yeah, I think it's time to start the Raijun Industries one after we've had the funeral, of course. We need to go this way. Don't know what to expect from this one, because, like, the UC one turned out to be about Terramorphs and then a secret plot. And then the Freestar Collective one was essentially corporate espionage. Well, no, not corporate espionage, but, you know, corporate bullshit, basically. You know, greedy corporate guy doing greedy corporate guy things.
You're here because I'm sure we can...
So I have no idea what the Raijun Industries one is. It's probably going to be something corporate. Have you guys not restocked since last time I was... You haven't. How long has it been since I was last here? Can't have been that long, I guess. But to continue that one, we're going to have to go to Neon, I think? I don't know, can't really remember. Oh. Oh, hey, that's actually bloody useful. Okay, sure. Wait until Memorial. What? Oh my god, that is so convenient. I will attend the memorial service. I'm not an asshole. I liked Sam, actually. He was a fun character.
Constellation is no stranger to loss. Our own founder left on an expedition and never returned. It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say it's that. No, let's not leave with that. I guess I should say something, but I don't know what. I let Sam down. I let his family down. I'm sorry. Sam was my friend. That's true. I like how they're not even responding to this. It's just like I'm just saying something. I'm looking down at the podium because I can't look anybody in the eye. He was more than Akila's prodigal son. He was the best among us. I should be the one who's gone, not him. That's actually more true than they know. If he was here, he'd tell us to keep going, to never stop. That's true. Gonna miss him for the rest of my life. Don't know what I'm gonna do without him. See, I like how one of the lines is all about like revengeance on the Starborn, which like, yeah, you could give that if you wanted to. Gonna miss him for the rest of my life.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
All yours. Anybody? Nope. Yep, Mateo's going to say something. Oh. His dad's here.
Maybe I would come up with something to say.
I didn't even think about that.
Got nothing. So, instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison to the good? What is existence but a participation in being? For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast to a simplicity so pure that it may only be understood as primordial and even divine. Our essence is what was imagined by its mind, but what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny white caps on a massive surging sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
Anyone else? Who's next? Bolter? Yeah. I thought I saw him making moves to, well, move.
I don't often speak about what I believe. It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look at one. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for it. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If the pain of loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes from it. Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil. joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
Who's up next? Oh, Parrot. Okay. Got at least 2 more people after that. Well, maybe.
You all might not like thinking about this, but when we die, everything about us breaks down, decomposes, gets eaten up by insects and microbes. Or due to the lack of a biosphere, we are simply carried away by space and time until we sizzle in a distant sun's corona or get pulled in some gravitational field and coalesce with other debris. Not comforting, huh? But I disagree. Do you know what I find uncomfortable? The thought that after I die, the universe is just going to stand still forever. Could you imagine? The fact is that the universe goes on, that life goes on, that things do not just sit still. That right there is the comfort that I need. Yeah, we die, and some people go way before they should. But the universe doesn't care, not because it's evil, but because it's infinite, ever expanding. And who wouldn't want to be a part of infinity? Even if it's just for a short while. Listen, we don't worry about ourselves before we were born, do we? Of course not. We emerge from the universe as we return to it. And for one beautiful moment, we are here together.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
Is that it? Oh, I guess that's it. No one else seems to want to talk. I didn't expect his father to be here.
My boy. I've lost my boy.
I'm so sorry.
Should be me buried in the ground. All I ever wanted to do was protect him. No, he was out the door as soon as he could. Away from his mother, away from Aquila, away from me. My boy. I've lost my boy.
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much.
You did all of that? When?
I haven't really been sleeping much. I'm not having the best dreams right now.
That's, I think, understandable, considering the fact that you were chased along with me.
Good. Good. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me?
Hey, how are you holding up?
To be honest, I feel terrible.
Take some time for yourself, okay? Plenty of rooms to sit down in if you need to be alone for a while. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together.
Yeah, you can grieve too.
We all have to get through this our own way. Don't worry about me. Really, I'll be fine.
You say so. Hey, Walter. Nathan?
Chat for a bit? Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals, but, well.
Yeah, we can chat.
You don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but...
Well, I've literally discovered access to an infinite multiverse where theoretically... I mean, I'm assuming Starborn are, like, immortal? Like, do Starborn age? Do they still age and die like normal? I mean, I know they can be killed, I assume at least. I might explain why they dissolve when you kill them, because then it's like, you know, they kind of, maybe they just dissolve and return to their universe or something. I doubt it. This life is what you get.
Somewhere deep down, I think we all wish it's not true. But part of us knows there's no going back. Even if there is something in the beyond, it's not here, is it? Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
You said 2 sentences.
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. Selfish. No amount of tears will bring the dead back.
Funerals are more for the living, is that it?
Yes. We don't have a way of knowing whether we really touch the departed with our grief. We just have to have faith.
It's okay to grieve.
It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
You gotta be careful about that. It's not a good mentality.
What you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more.
You say the most romantic things, Barrett. Any tips for getting through a funeral without sobbing?
They're always hard. Always. And it's okay to sob, to yell, to go to sleep, do whatever it takes. As long as your grief doesn't cause more grief for yourself or anybody else, it's okay.
Been to a lot of funerals yourself?
I wrote the book on them. The 10 Stages of Grief by A. Barrett. Step 1 used to be have a drink. But nowadays I settle on a good chocolate bar.
Ooh.
You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs, or a piece of jewelry they gave you, half jokingly. Theoretically, of course.
Sorry, just taking a moment to realize, yeah, actually, Sam really did come back to me because he's the bloody emissary. I may have pissed him off slightly. Oops. Thanks, Barrett.
You're welcome.
Apparently I've got to talk with Barrett now. Where did what's-her-name go?
Let's talk. You have time, of course.
Hi.
Are you okay?
No. And don't keep asking. I'm not gonna be, alright? Everything's worse now.
Hey.
So many people here. So many people saying goodbye.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Is this supposed to make everything okay? Make everyone feel better?
No, but if we drift apart now, we won't be able to help each other.
What's the point? It's not going to change anything.
But we have to keep living.
Every day is going to be worse now. Don't you get that? I want to be alone for a while, okay?
Suit yourself.
You one of Sam's constellation people? Lillian Hart. He probably never mentioned me. I mean, I try not to talk about him, so... I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. Cora's mother, Sam's ex. God, I'm rambling. Look, I don't know who I should speak to about this, but Cora and I talked, and she's coming to live with me.
Is that what Cora
Right
wants?
now, she's taking it all so hard. She wants to get away from here. In time, maybe she'll come back.
I think that's fair.
She talked about you all the time. But right now, she just needs to get away from all the reminders of Sam. We'll be leaving soon, so say your goodbyes to her, if you like.
Hi again.
Fair enough. Everyone's got a quest marker now.
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion.
Yeah, what do you mean?
After the shock of what happened faded, I have felt nothing else. Just a numbness.
Yeah, you're in shock.
I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close. But this is... It is not the same. I cannot explain why. I am not sure I am making sense.
Yeah, there's no right way to feel.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Oh, and she wants another conversation too. Hello, Vlad.
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea?
If you are free soon, could we talk?
You can give my round to the void.
Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond. I.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, yep, that works. There's suddenly a lot more markers kicking around. I know that, yeah, you want to speak. Hang on a sec. Turn those off a second. I'll deal with that in a minute. Who have I not spoken to? Oh.
My head is swimming.
Apparently I can speak to his picture. Hey Sam, it's me. We'll see each other again, I promise. Again, that's more true than it really needs to be, really. See you, Space Cowboy. And apparently you talked to Bosco too. I didn't even consider that. He's a robo.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad vacation. That assumption appears to be correct.
Can you feel emotions?
No, I don't. I'm programmed to analyze sensory and biometric data, so I can cross-reference. But I do not feel, as you seem to imply. I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming.
Sure.
It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that?
I never wanted to cry more than this moment. I will say, the writing in this game ranges from brilliant to what the hell did they fall asleep on the keyboard? And sometimes it can be very funny.
I will note that feedback for later.
Leave when you're ready, I guess. And we're out. And then we'll be right back in again. That's just so they can unload the funeral. Oh, I got 750 experience points for that. If I'd have known, I would have taken an hour to sleep in my bed. Okay, well, it is what it is. Okay, so we do have some talks with people to have. So we will do that, but that will have to be on Thursday. We've also got a skill point we need to spend as well, but again, that will be on Thursday. So we will leave it there for today. Things are definitely going, and I've made a choice that I may live to regret in terms of the emissary and the hunter. But honestly, I think putting them in their place and proving, hey, there's other ways you can do this, maybe that's going to be my thing. It's like, I'm not going to pick a side between them. I'm just going to be running around killing them every chance I get. That'll be fun. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.